Some serious editing is going to go into this. Why is the door open?
Oh, well,
Awkward.
BRB.
Cole's cut.
Oh, fuck. By the way, this is listed as explicit, so don't censor yourself.
Well, I mean, don't just drop F-bombs left and right, but if it happens, it happens. I dropped one last episode for...
Yeah, you're like, fuck that.
Yeah, I forgot what it was for, but it was totally warranted.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I don't remember. It's been so long since I listened.
I remember the end. Justified by the mean.
Anyway, that's foreshadowing. What's up, universe? This is Game Called Life, episode 10. We're back at you this week. I'm Josh Briccolari, one of your hosts. To my left... Oh, man, miss saying that. To my left, Mr. Cole Penrice.
I am back.
And to my right, instead of Zach Pittman this week, we've got Justin Anderson.
Howdy.
Zach Pittman, unfortunately, cannot make it with us today. He is packing for his trip to Colorado. So he's going to go see the great state of Colorado where he was born with his mother, and that'll be a fun trip. So we can't have him here today, but we got a good roundtable here. Cole and Justin, we're going to talk about some DCI. As you know, what Cole's been up to all summer under the leadership of Justin. He got him all the way through and brought him back home safely. So thank you for that, Justin.
Most of them.
Most of us.
Yeah. Whoever's not broken.
So we talked about Justin a couple of times, but just to let you guys know again, Justin Anderson is the, as we've said so far, is the drum major for Troopers, which was the drum corps that Cole was touring with this summer. Justin, what else are you? What else do you do in this world?
When you're not wearing the hat.
When I'm not wearing the hat and spurs. I currently go to the University of Tulsa, and I'm a finance major there. I unfortunately do marching band there as well. So.
Unfortunately.
So not quite the same caliber as your drum corps counterpart. Those,
Love it. You can still make it fun.
You get in free to the football games, though, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd get in free anyway because TU gives us all free tickets.
Okay. Well,
They-
I mean,
they
I was
kinda
trying to
have
make that an upside, but you kind of killed it. So, finance major, are you working anywhere while you're going to school, or are you just kind of full time in that?
Full-time student right now, doing a work study at our career services center,
Awesome.
so I can still meet a lot of employers to upgrade my resume and stuff like that.
Very
So.
cool. So, finance, what are you going to do with that?
That's a great question.
Next question.
Yes.
I'm going to get a degree.
Yes.
I mean, hey,
Yeah,
that's
that's my plan.
yeah, that's a lot. Just that in itself will do a lot for you these days. I feel like just having a degree, whether or not you're using it, is super important. So stay in school, kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a little bit about Justin. You guys already know Cole, so we'll just talk to him later.
You might have forgotten about me, or
I didn't
what about
forget
the
about
listeners
you.
that skipped episodes 1 through 4?
Well, those listeners need to go back and listen.
Surprise, bitch.
For those that don't know, Cole Penrice is one of my best friends, and he's a really funny guy. He used to not be funny, but thankfully now he is.
Now I am.
And he's here to tell us about Drink of the Day.
Drink of the day today is the Aqua Cure. It's a cocktail made with an ounce of Midori, an ounce of vodka. We used Grey Goose this time around because there's no better choice.
And it happened to be here.
And it happened to be here. Yeah, we happened to have a couple swigs left, so
Works.
half ounce of sloe gin, half ounce of OJ, top off with sour mix, and then I threw in some Sprite because you can't go wrong with some Sprite.
Yeah, I mean, with
I
the
feel
lemon
like-
lime from the Midori.
Yeah,
There's OJ in here?
there's OJ in there.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I tasted it all.
There
I
is.
don't know if I can see it.
Right? It's just a green
This
drink.
is like green.
I'm so used to green drinks because I fell in love with Midori, which is a melon liqueur,
Mm-hmm.
pretty early. So I made them with a lot of drinks.
Liqueur.
Yeah, I'm very
I'm-
used to this bright green color
yeah.
drink over here.
Yeah.
It looks like some sort of toxic waste from like The Simpsons that might turn you, but totally safe to consume.
Yeah.
And worth it.
So wait, what was it called again?
Aqua Cure.
Aqua Cure. I don't think it has any water in it, but whatever works.
Nope, definitely not.
All right, so let's drink of the day. Good old Aqua Cure. You give that a try at home, of course, if you are able to make it.
And of age.
Yeah, well, whatever age you might be in your particular living situation. So, what have we been up to lately? I mean, you guys just kind of fresh back from drum corps. You've only been back for a handful of days now, right?
Yeah.
Think this is my second full day.
Yeah.
Same with you.
Same
we
with
got
me.
back Monday morning.
Mhm.
I got back at like 9:30. Rode the Greyhound bus, which, oh my god,
How was that?
it was so ghetto.
Yeah.
It was, oh man. I was like, okay, yeah, riding a bus. That's what I'm used to, and I'm riding home with Jessica, one of our
Mhm.
friends who also marched, and we bought the same ticket back home, and it was just, oh man, there's a lot of you meet a lot of people. There are a lot of people that are just living on buses, going station to station, and they eventually get enough for a bus ticket, and they just keep going, and
Huh.
it was interesting. I guess the bus that we rode, its ultimate destination was L.A. So
Oh, wow.
I guess we got like one family of like 7 African Americans that that all rode, and like the first bus we got on, there was no double seats open. Me and Jessica were like, okay, awkward, and we ended up picking the worst seat possible because, first of all, there was a puddle of water in it. I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just wipe it up. And
It should have been a sign from the start not to sit there.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you know,
You take what you can get.
it was all take it you can get, exactly. But like, so like we go on, and like there's like no leg room. There's some baby behind us screaming. This is the first bus, by the way. We
Okay.
got a transfer in St. Louis at like 10:45.
In the PM.
In the PM, yeah.
Okay.
It was 6:30 to. It was an overnight, like 12-hour bus, 12-hour bus ride. But like it was like 10 o'clock, and all of a sudden, like we're just sitting there having a conversation in the bus seat, and all of a sudden, like water starts dripping on me. I was like, oh my gosh! So that's why there was water in the seat,
Oh.
and it was the AC leaking on me for the whole last 30 minutes of the trip. It was bad.
I mean, 30 minutes is better than an hour.
Yeah, from the start. I tried catching it and using my blanket as a towel for a while, but eventually it just leaked over the towel of the blanket.
So
But-
Greyhound bus rides not highly recommended.
0 recommendation.
Oh, that's rough. Sorry, Greyhound.
I added them on Twitter. I was like, at Greyhound Bus, don't ever ride. I'm like, I don't care. This is bad. Definitely suggest riding a plane if you can afford it.
Yeah, don't worry about. I at Windstream every once in a while when internet gets really bad,
Yeah.
just because they suck.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Greyhound even has a Twitter account.
Right? I don't
Yeah.
think it doesn't even have a check mark.
Oh, perfect.
They're not even verified.
Not even
Not officially verified.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are some companies that are like, you still exist in the 21st century? What?
Yeah. It was like they were keeping around some employee. They're like, what can we make them do? Hey, let's have them run our Twitter account. That's
I mean,
gonna
does
be your
Greyhound
job.
really need a Twitter account? Like, I feel like the type of people who ride it don't get their
I feel
advice
like
from Twitter.
the only use of Twitter would be people like me who are to tag
Complain
them
about
about
it, yeah.
complaints.
They can post photos and say, look at our dirty buses that were made in the 1950s.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. You're not far off with that.
Our buses will run longer than you will.
Mhm.
Somehow.
Yeah, somehow. So what
Yeah.
have you guys been doing since you've been back? Video games? Getting
I-
ready for school?
I've literally just been sitting in a beanbag chair playing video games and watching TV.
That sounds
And
incredible.
It's awesome.
Same, minus the beanbag chair,
Right.
unfortunately.
Dude.
So you've had a better couple days
Exactly.
already.
I thought to myself, I should probably run because I got in pretty good shape over the summer.
Mhm.
And I was like, I should probably start a way to keep in shape. And I was like, you know what? I'll do that next week.
You know,
Right.
wave your arms around a bit or something.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I had the same debate.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy this for a minute,
that's nice.
then maybe go do some running.
Yeah, I just got back from a mini vacation. I kind of feel all worn out just getting back into town. Got to go down to the beach, enjoy a couple days down there, and that was
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah, Galveston, Texas, down just south of Houston.
Gotcha.
About 9-10 hour drive after it was all said and done.
Yikes.
Yeah, drive was not great doing it all by myself. But getting on the beach was really cool. We don't have beaches here in Oklahoma. Well, I mean, we do around lakes, but they're kind of meh.
They're
Uh,
I mean, it's Oklahoma.
Yeah, it's Oklahoma, and I don't want to deal with that. So actually seeing the ocean and the Gulf and
Mhm.
and stuff was really cool. We got some fresh seafood. Just hanging out in the hotel.
I'm jealous.
Alyssa did a fantastic job and got us a Candlewood Suites.
Ooh,
So we had a
okay.
little kitchenette and we bought food
Nice.
here at Big Lots and like cooked our meals and stuff.
wow.
So yeah, it was really awesome experience just getting away and getting to do that. But
That sounds amazing.
now I'm back home, back to reality, and back to the grindstone. And I'm glad at least this is the first thing I get to do. It's not like going right back to work.
Yeah.
So I mean, put some work into this, but this is at least fun stuff.
Right.
But let's see. Well, before you guys came back, so DCI, tell us. I mean, we've kind of discussed a little bit about that, but Justin, tell us, what is DCI?
DCI stands for Drum Corps International, and just imagine your high school marching band back at home, but if they were actually good.
I mean, ours is good though.
Right. Well,
We don't talk about that.
yeah.
Though.
But it's actually pretty incredible. The way I like to think of it is if you put like Dancing with the Stars and America's Got Talent, like mesh them together and make them, 150 people doing the exact same thing, and it's pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, I played trumpet while Justin he was the drum major, and I mean, I was marching on the field. Justin got to watch us every day.
Yep.
So,
And wave my arms. Listen to
yeah.
music every day. It's not a
Yeah.
bad gig.
Make the face.
Make the face.
Make the face. I don't know what that means. I considered it an inside joke.
Sure.
Sure.
Moving on.
Okay. Drum corps secrets. Can't expose those. So drum corps, what do you guys do? Like, so you're a marching band and you just learn a show and then just perform it?
Well, yeah, we spend about 4 weeks learning the show, and
Okay.
then we go to our first show was in Indiana. I can't remember the town.
I wasn't there for it, so
Oh, that's
don't
right.
look at me.
But and then basically from there we just tour the country. Probably have about 4 or 5 shows a week, perform for thousands and thousands of people across the country. Got to perform in the Denver Broncos Stadium,
Ooh,
Atlanta Ravens Stadium, and the Indianapolis Colts Stadium.
very cool.
So
Very cool. So the show that you guys do, it's what was the theme? What was the title of it this year?
it was called A People's House, and it was a tribute to Abraham Lincoln.
Okay.
So a bunch of period music, cool visuals. We made Lincoln's face twice.
Yeah.
One was a penny.
One was a penny.
We technically made the penny on the field.
Huh.
Yeah. And yeah, and then the other face was like a rollout, like people, like the guard would roll out scrolls and get in a formation to where like all the scrolls had a fragment of his face on it, and whenever they all lined up together, it would make basically a portrait. So
Very cool.
Ended the show with America the Beautiful and what's called a company fronts, when all the horn line members just basically get in a single file line right at the front of the field. And one of the cool things about drum corps is that it's loud.
Yes.
It's very, very loud, and it's one of the more entertaining aspects of drum corps. And we were probably one of
Yeah.
the loudest corps this season
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
because of that.
easily.
Yeah, I when I went and saw the show here in Tulsa at TU, I forgot how loud drum corps was. And the fact that the way the TU Stadium is set up, like the seats before you hit the press box, they're not very high up, and
Right.
you're not very far away from the field. And so
it's cement, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all
Yeah.
cement, and you got that brick wall behind you. So sitting there listening to drum corps, I was like, holy crap, these guys are so loud. Not listening to drum corps for so long, you forget. And it'll blow you away, like literally and figuratively, just the way. But you guys, so you had a very Americana styled show.
Yeah, very patriotic.
And I think that fit really well with you guys being a very, I don't know, what would you call it, like an Old West kind of.
Yeah, we're based out of Casper, Wyoming, so I guess you can call us a very like Western American corps. Our nickname in DCI is actually America's Corps.
Okay.
So we're kind of known for being like very America symbolic,
Your drum corps uniform, your drum major uniform reminds me of like any picture you'd see of like Teddy Roosevelt in his old army uniform, like
Yeah.
that old Rough Rider kind of
exactly.
get up. I like that a lot. Very unique, a lot different than traditional marching bands, really,
Right.
with the shakos and the plumes and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So, that was very, very cool. I like that show a lot. People, check out DCI. It's coming to your town probably or near. Internet is a wonderful place, and so there, after you've traveled the country, do all that, there's a championships of sorts.
Yeah, it's hosted in the Indianapolis Colts Stadium in Indianapolis, and 3 days of quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. And we unfortunately did not make finals this year.
Nope.
It only
We were
goes
out
to
of it.
the top 12. We were out of it by less than a point.
Oh man,
Yeah, so
That's rough.
A little bit rough. But you take what you get. You don't let the season be defined by a number, and I still had a great time. So
The ultimate goal is working towards a DVD you can watch again and be proud of. So
yeah,
and that's what happened. So
yeah. And this was you all's age out year, correct?
correct.
age out.
And age out would be when, because drum corps has an age limit, and that age limit's 21.
21 unless you turn 22 after June 1st of that season.
Okay.
So, and that's what's known as your bonus year.
If you just get that lucky birthday.
If you get that lucky birthday, then you're allowed to do it for technically one more year.
Interesting. Well, very cool. So, I mean, overall, you guys, I feel like, Cole, you're pretty happy with this year?
Oh yeah, I'm so glad I went back. It was I was super happy with everything that happened.
Yeah.
I was glad I got to finish it out and got where I did, finish it out where I did, and with the show that I did and all the people that I did. So
very cool. And Justin, you were didn't touch on this earlier. You were a drum major, or you were part of Troopers for how long?
This is the I can't talk. 3 years.
Third year. And you were a drum major for 2?
For 2 years, yeah.
Okay. So what did you do before that?
I was a assistant drum major. Instead of conducting in the front, I conducted in the back.
Cheater.
So
you didn't even have to march.
I didn't even march.
Because you were a drum major at BA, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you just hopped right up into that drum major at DCI.
I was going to audition for trumpet, and then they said they had a assistant conductor spot open. I was like, you know what, I'll try it out and see what happens. And got the spot and am where I now today. So.
Very cool. Good. I mean, drum corps and marching band, just great leadership skills. I know we're required at Broken Arrow and also in drum corps in such an important role. So, I mean, that's something that's really important. I think that you can definitely take with you.
Oh yeah, I feel like it defines me, and it's been the best 3 years of my life, or 3 summers of my life. Excuse me. So
yeah,
that's awesome.
It teaches you a lot of life values that I guess you wouldn't expect to get out of it, you know, as far as like time management and, hard work and listening to direction and retaining information and just, getting used to living with 250 other people every day, I mean, that doesn't happen very often, but if you can put up with those people, it helps.
Then
with
you
putting up with
got
the
some people skills right there.
You got some people skills, yeah.
You can get stuck in a cubicle if you have to.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
you guys, it's like you're with all these people every day, so you're going through the same crap that they are. You're just going with it together. Really an important aspect to the whole getting along with people. So
yeah, well, very cool. So sounds like an exciting summer. I was really excited for you guys. I really thought you were gonna, get up there. I had a lot of hope and a lot of belief in you guys. I enjoyed the show just very much, and I'm sure plenty of other people did. I don't know if they do fan favorites or anything like that.
Not anymore, but our version of the fan favorite is getting them to stand at the very end of the show, and even at in the middle of the show, which is pretty cool. So standing ovations are our form of the fan favorite award, which we got every time.
That's good.
Yeah, we're getting it down to an art. Getting people to stand up,
Yeah.
A lot of drum corps are good, technically good. They're just modernized, and so there's some people that kind of prefer the old version of
they're performing to a score sheet,
old school,
more than to a crowd.
Correct. Yes, very much so.
And we're very much the opposite way.
Well, that's good. You got to have that heart, and sometimes it's not always recognized in a score sheet. But people love you all the same.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, if you do it for the numbers, then you're gonna drive yourself crazy. So
because the numbers are gonna be there no matter what you do.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
as in anything in life, I feel like if you're not doing it for the right reasons, then you're not gonna be fully fulfilled. I guess you're not gonna be completely fulfilled.
In
what you're doing. So don't work for that paycheck. Work for loving work.
Yeah,
And just a paycheck helps.
definitely.
Gosh, that'll be the day. So, good catch up on drum corps and what you guys have been up to. A little information for everyone out there. Like we said before, go look them up online. Videos are probably out there. Is there any official way to go look at a video, or just stuff on YouTube?
I mean, if you really want to, there's this thing called DCI Fan Network, and you have to pay a good deal of money to get a subscription to it. But from what I've seen, a bunch of people have ripped the videos off of that, and they're popping up on YouTube. So do some YouTube searches of DCI Troopers 2014, and I'm sure something will happen.
Very cool. Yeah, and if I mean, anyone that's not familiar with marching band or anything like that, if you just like music, do you like movie scores? Do you like video game soundtracks? Do you like just really good music? Do you like orchestral stuff? Listen to drum corps music, because it will blow you away.
Yeah.
The way they do it with just brass instruments and percussion on field and pit with marimbas and such. Just the way they orchestrate it all without woodwinds or violins or anything like that is so well done. And
it's its own breed of the activity.
Yeah, anyone with
really
any sort of musical ear or enjoyment whatsoever, you can definitely enjoy listening to a DCI show without even having to watch it. So highly recommend just giving it a listen. If you got any spare time, doing some homework, it's always good to listen to. So as we kind of talked about, we've been playing a lot of video games lately. Well, you guys have.
Catching
all I've
up.
been doing.
Yeah, catching up from the whole summer that you've missed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All day, every day.
So what have you guys been playing?
Well, I came back. I was going to play some Watch Dogs, but this guy over here
That was me. Sorry.
Josh forgot to get it back.
I
That's
didn't
fine.
even play it. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I was like, oh, man. Okay, so we'll all be able to talk about this. Nope.
Mm-mm.
Okay. No, that's cool. I actually broke out my Last of Us Remastered and been playing that on grounded mode. And I actually also, I caught up with all my PlayStation Plus downloads, and I started Fez.
Yeah?
And I
I
love
want
it.
to play that so bad.
Sweet.
It's so cool.
It's so good.
It reminds me a lot like Zelda in the way that you can, it's more directed, but, and there's a lot less of a story to go to, but
Yeah, I mean, there's
kind
less
of
story.
Kind of the way you go, as far as the way that you go through each level. Like, you can come back to each place and like talk to all the same people if you want.
Well,
change your perspectives.
once you
Just
do
door
get
discovery.
further in the game, it's a lot less directed, because you'll be able, I guess, to discover more places
Yeah.
than you could before. Like I haven't touched it in a long time, but I got to a point where I was kind of going back. And in a sense, I don't know if it was just me being stupid, but I was kind of getting lost. I was like, oh, where do I go next? Did I miss a door?
And the
Do I
map,
need to go
man.
back? Yeah, the map
So
is
cool.
really weird.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a learning curve, I feel like, or I just wasn't understanding. But I mean, it really opens up, and it's, I don't know, maybe it's just a really weird curve, because the introduction to it is really easy. You get through the worlds, you learn this and that, but then there's like this point you hit, and then there's all this stuff. I'm like, oh crap, where do I go now?
Yeah.
Like, what do I do? But
I remember first seeing the map, and I was a little confused by it, but it really makes sense once you figure it out.
Yeah.
Whereas, Zelda has the grid-like, the box.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm talking about the original Zelda, like Link's Awakening, the one that I've played.
Old school.
Yeah. The best Zelda.
I mean, Link. I feel like Zelda games are pretty straightforward. I mean, I guess some of the dungeons and stuff can be a little weird and twisted and have tricks to them, but
it's very puzzle-like.
it's very in a sense it's very linear, story-wise at least.
It's a linear.
I think they've been trying to change that up in the recent Zelda games, which I unfortunately haven't played yet. But I've heard they tried to make it so where you can go to any dungeon in any order that you want.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not
Kinda
a
like
Nintendo,
Fallout.
so I have not kept up with those. But when Zach gets back, we'll have to. He'll just talk about Majora's Mask some more.
Yeah.
But
I hate that game.
other than Fez, what's
Really?
been-
We talked about that. I haven't played, but he said it was one of his favorite games.
Really?
He said
Yeah.
it is his favorite game
is,
of
yeah.
all time.
Oh, I detest that game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness.
Too hard?
That'll be a conversation.
Do what?
Too hard?
It's not too hard. It's just that it's so weird. I can't handle how weird of a game that is. And the 3 day cycle is
Oh, that's his favorite
strange
part.
oh, really?
Yeah.
God.
The moon.
Yeah, I
the
can.
Moon Cafe or
Yeah,
whatever it's called.
I can recognize how the artistic direction of that game is very unique and very un-Zelda, which is part of what makes it cool. But I couldn't get into it.
Okay.
I still need to play Ocarina of Time.
Get out.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I played some of it, but then I got rid of my 2DS, so I don't have it anymore.
Awkward.
Yeah. Oh well.
It's like that Ocarina of Time is one of my favorite games.
Yeah,
of all
it's like
time.
one of the. It's
I
the
feel
one
like
that
it's the
everyone always
benchmark.
talks about.
It is.
It's the benchmark. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So other than Fez, and I guess Tilu, have you touched anything else?
No.
No.
Fez and Tilu.
All right, Justin, what have you been playing?
I just picked up Watch Dogs from Walmart yesterday.
All right.
And
All
I've been playing through that a little bit, just because I had followed it a lot before I went on tour, and thought it was a really interesting concept, and thought they could do a lot of cool stuff with it. And so far, I'm only through the first act, so I don't have a full read of the entire game. But
Okay.
I mean, it's a very good game, very cool. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh,
the way the art direction of
The details are
Chicago
really-
and the details
really
is
there.
just
And I mean,
absolutely amazing.
The power of the PS4, right?
Awkward. I bought it for Xbox One
Oh,
for the Xbone.
poor guy.
I know.
I'm sorry. So, okay, so you got an Xbox One. Let's talk about that. How do
Yeah.
you like it?
It has its quirks.
Okay. I mean, as anything will.
Right. I bought it right at launch, and it was a little bit frustrating because my university's internet would not cooperate with it at all. And in order to turn it on, you needed to download like that first patch
Day
or
one
whatever.
patch, yeah.
So I didn't have an Xbox after I bought it for about 2 days, and it was the most frustrating thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I couldn't imagine.
Yeah.
Which I mean, that would have happened with the PS4 as well, because they had a
Exactly,
day one
yeah.
patch. So, but you don't know if the internet would have been messed up. But regardless, so you got the launch with the Kinect. How's the Kinect?
It's a Kinect.
Yeah.
The part that I enjoy the most is just being able to say Xbox One, and it turns my Xbox on as well as my TV, and I
Okay.
don't even have
Oh,
to.
wow.
Yeah, I can be in the kitchen making some popcorn or macaroni and cheese or something like that, and just shout Xbox One and come to the couch, and it's ready to go, ready to play.
Okay.
So that's one of the cool features of it.
Dang.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah,
than
I
that,
know.
my friends just use the voice commands to annoy me while I'm playing a game.
Yeah, I figured.
I'll be in the middle of an intense match of Titanfall, and my roommate will come in the door and say, Xbox, go to Netflix. And then I'm suddenly not in a game of Titanfall anymore.
Oh.
Jeez.
Dang. I know the PS4 has voice recognition, but you can't. I don't ever use it. You can't. I don't think you can't turn it on.
Because I don't think it is on all the time like the
Mhm.
Xbox is.
Right.
That is interesting. I know that was a concern of people with the privacy and all
Mhm.
this, and that was back when everyone was concerned about the NSA and actually cared about Edward Snowden, but now no one could give a rat's ass about it. So,
Remember, people are like,
which he's
people can
still
see
stuck
you.
in Russia, in case
Yeah.
you didn't know.
Fun fact, Wired just did an article on him. That's
Really?
really interesting. Yeah, that has a really unique cover for the magazine that has him clutching an American flag like a baby. It makes me kind of uncomfortable. But
I saw an
Hmm.
interview. Was it 60 Minutes or I wish I could tell you an interview with Edward Snowden that they did on TV and aired it, and it was really, really interesting to listen to him and his point of view and everything going on. Really opened my eyes. But enough about that. Back to Xbox and important things. So the Kinect is fun. It's good. Did you have a Kinect for 360? I assume you had a 360.
yeah, I had a 360. Got the Kinect for Christmas because I was like, oh, this, it could be cool.
It was new.
And
yeah.
it was fun. I actually got Dance Central
That was a
for
fun
it
game.
and got to dance away in my living room by myself, which is kind of weird, but
Okay.
it was fun to do with friends too. And
Yeah.
actually told you how many calories you'd burn during a dance, and I was like, that's really weird.
That's pretty interesting. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But I haven't fully utilized the Kinect with the Xbox One. There's an Xbox Fitness app
Mm-hmm.
that you can get that has P90X and Insanity on it now.
Oh.
So
Interesting.
yeah, and it can track
Just, like, for
how you're
free?
doing. Yeah, well, not for free. You have to pay for
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh,
But
okay.
but it's really cool the way it's implemented.
Yeah.
And
Still,
I think it's a smart way to introduce the Kinect to people who aren't hardcore gamers
Mhm.
like us.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of where Microsoft was going with the fact with the whole it's the entertainment system, and it's
Right,
the Kinect, and it's
right.
the cable thing. Like, do you use it to put your TV through, like the cable box?
I tried it out when I got home. You know, I can't have a cable box at the university,
Okay,
so
yeah.
that's like one of the features I haven't been able really to try out.
Mhm.
I tried it at home. It was cool. Just my mom got really confused when I tried to teach her how to
Oh yeah.
watch TV through the Xbox, so I just connected it to the
Mhm.
TV again.
Okay.
I think it's a really interesting functionality. I just wish they had a DVR function for the TV. That would be the icing on the cake
Yeah.
for me.
I feel like
But-
that's a lot of
Yeah.
copyright and a lot of red tape to go through.
Well, even that, most DVRs nowadays are capable of doing that. Even if
Mhm.
there was just a way to tell the box to DVR it for you
Yeah.
through like the Xbox controller. Or
that
something
is
like
interesting. I wonder if that's something that could happen maybe in the future.
Maybe.
Because I mean, it's all software update. Bam, you're
Mhm.
good to go. Most likely,
Yeah.
you're gonna need more than
You
500
can now record
gigs.
what you watch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's that'd be interesting because you can. I mean, the Xbox, you can record gameplay.
Yeah,
and
there's
stuff like
DVR
that,
functionality
right?
for the games. Instead of a share button like on the PS4, you just
Mhm.
say Xbox record that, and then it records like the past 30 seconds of the gameplay or whatever.
Okay.
I've used that a lot when I'm playing like Titanfall or Battlefield 4.
Get a
And
sweet kill
something
streak. or-
really cool happens. I just say Xbox record that, and it works. It works really, really well.
Interesting. That's really cool. So you chose an Xbox, but you said you were thinking about a PS4.
Yeah, so the reason why I got an Xbox is I had already like been heavily invested in my 360 and
Mhm.
all those Xbox Live and Gamer Score, and I was like, well, why should I switch now?
Yeah.
So I was excited about what the Xbox One could do, but I'm not by any means like a fanboy. Like I would love to get a PS4 down the road. So
Okay.
I think it's also a very exciting system, and I want to play The Last of Us so bad. Oh my goodness!
Totally worth it.
You need to.
Totally worth it.
It
And
is
especially
it is an
remastered.
essential. Yeah.
Right.
It is an essential
Yeah, it definitely is.
for any gamer.
Mm-hmm.
You know. I'll show you a little bit about. If you want, I'll probably fire it up after this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and it's beautiful.
God,
Cole,
it is
how
beautiful.
many pictures have you taken in photo mode? That's what I want to know.
I haven't worried about photo mode.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, you're missing the best part.
I know. I'm playing on grounded, man. I can't. I got other things to worry about than taking pictures.
Speaking of playing on grounded,
I'm like, I got to figure out how to kill this guy without alerting those other 3 guys staring at him, and without using any resources except maybe a brick.
yeah. See, I started on Survivor, and I feel like I'm in that camp, but I don't even know the worries of grounded yet. Speaking of which, if you guys haven't been watching Cole's stream, check him out. Cole, plug yourself. I don't know your.
Yeah, my Twitch name is ForteWin2, PHORTAYWYNN, and then the number 2. Or you can follow me on Twitter. I usually post an update every time I stream.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. So
subscribe on Twitch.
yeah, subscribe.
I've
and-
got
and
like
check
2
those
viewers
out.
per play right now.
We try to keep up with that. If you're following the GCL podcast, I mean, why not follow Cole as well? But if you're following us, you should see that we try to retweet and stay active with each other's streams and stuff like that. So check that out for sure. Cole, you got to get on photo mode, man.
Yeah, I do.
If
Also,
you follow me, you've seen a bajillion retweets in the past couple weeks of other people's photo modes and a few of mine
I saw
as
a
well.
really cool photo mode montage music video.
I haven't seen that video yet. I need to watch it.
Yeah, it was really cool.
Very cool. Neil Druckmann, I think, or was it Bruce Straley? One of the two main guys on The Last of Us, I saw he retweeted that or tweeted that out. So got some
Yeah, I
love
can't
from the
remember what I watched it
creators
from,
of The Last of
but-
Us. So definitely worth checking out if you've seen that on Twitter. Just look it up on YouTube. So photo mode is something awesome in The Last of Us. Wait, Justin, you said you were playing Titanfall and some Watch Dogs.
Titanfall, Watch Dogs, got some Battlefield 4. Excited. I saw some Battlefield Hardline footage the other day, so
Yep.
I'm really excited about that.
I played the beta
Did you?
at one point, and I was never into Battlefield, so
Right.
I did as well as I normally do.
I heard that it was a
Not
lot
good.
like Payday or Payday 2. I
yeah.
heard it was similar to that with the cops and robbers feel. You were just kind of on the opposite side.
Right.
Cole, did you ever play Payday?
Yes, I did.
Did you get that?
I played Payday. I got it for my laptop, but there was my video card was just not good enough to read it or to play it as smoothly as I had liked. Like
Yeah.
there was like a delay on the controls and stuff. So I really didn't get to play it, but I downloaded Payday 2 for my PS3.
Via PlayStation Plus.
Yes, sir. Actually, no, I bought it.
What?
I bought it
no.
before it became free.
See, I'm
Dang.
excited.
I spent
'cause-
$20 on it, but
Xbox Live Gold is finally catching up and offering
Yeah.
free games now too. It
Yeah.
took them a year or two or whatever, but I think what PlayStation Plus benefits have really pushed them to
Mm-hmm.
kind of
See,
do similar stuff.
I think that's really awesome. I mean, people, I see this sometimes, and people are always like, fanboy this, fanboy that. But I like the medium road where, like, competition is good because we all win. And this is the case, I think, where, like, we all know Xbox Live was the king for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like, PlayStation Online could not put a finger on it. But once PlayStation is kind of caught up, especially now with the PS4, but even back in the PS3 when they first initiated PlayStation Plus, the value you get out of that is so unreal. Like, I can't even tell you how many dollars of value I'm getting out of PlayStation Plus every month. I mean,
okay, we're good.
did I break it?
No, one of the cords just came. I think the headphone cable just came out.
All right,
Awkward.
it scared me. I dropped my
Sorry.
pen and the whole thing goes haywire. But as I was saying,
looks like we lost all our data.
gosh, please no, not a
Episode
redo
one,
it. Episode
redo.
1. Golly. But what PlayStation Plus I think has done now that Xbox sees that, and now Xbox is catching up. Like, everyone that's been on Xbox is now benefiting from that.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's just the competition is just the best, and Nintendo's somewhere out there because they don't know what the internet is yet, and
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
somewhere in the
There's.
distance.
everyone's just.
Do you
waiting
still
for
need a
Super
friend
Smash.
code to play online? I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't even know, man. I got rid of my DS and I was all my games, and people like Blake Wilhelm, he disowned me for it, but I'm sorry, I can't keep up. Like, I'm PlayStation all the time now. I've got my Vita, PS4, sometimes my PS3 when I remember that I still own it, and it
Wipe
just
off the dust.
yeah, there's just so much to play right now. I just can't handle everything, and I mean, PlayStation Plus alone, my backlog on my PlayStation 3 is just plus.
Yeah.
Just dollars and
Same.
dollars on dollars. So, what kind of stuff have you been getting for Xbox? Like, what has Gold been giving out?
They started on 360, so I haven't gotten any free games from Xbox One yet. I think they just offered some arcade game or something like that. I can't remember, but I got like Hitman Absolution
Oh, okay.
For free, and that like occupied me for 20 hours, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool.
Nice.
I think there was like a Tomb Raider game that they got that they
Mhm.
handed out too. So it's a pretty good value. It was pretty cool. You have to be careful though, because they'll just like spring it on you. They won't announce it.
Really?
They'll just be like, yeah, this game's free. We'll hide it in the corner so you don't actually download it.
This
but
game's free.
yeah.
That's really interesting because PlayStation's gotten a lot better about their announcing, and their schedule for releasing used to be really sporadic. Like, you'd get
Mhm.
this game this week, and then next week you'd get this game, or maybe 2 more games. But now, first PlayStation Store update of every month, you get all the games for that month for free. There's no more guessing, and they advertise it a month in advance. They create these videos saying, hey, this is what's going to be free on
Gotcha.
PlayStation Plus next month.
Yeah, the only way you know that on Xbox if you're following like the Major Nelson Twitter account or
Mhm.
something like that.
Which, if you own an Xbox, why aren't you? I mean, Major Nelson's been around for
yeah,
years.
seriously though, I don't know how he still does it.
Yeah, he is still the face. Like, we've seen people on the PlayStation side come and go. I mean, Kevin Butler, most notably, which I miss the crap out of that guy.
Yeah, where is he?
I
He was
don't
so much
know.
fun. He made me want to buy a PS3.
He made me
Like-
love my PS3. Like, just to play those commercials and just him. Like, whoever was doing their marketing and their advertising and writing at that time,
Seriously though.
absolutely brilliant. But we want Kevin Butler back.
Maybe he'll make a surprise appearance like
Bring
later
him
down the
back.
road.
We thought he would. I think a couple of E3s ago. I can't even remember how long he's been gone, but we're like, we think Kevin Butler's going to come back and announce something. Never happened.
Awkward.
I remember that black kid that the little black kid that did the PSP commercials.
Oh, I remember him.
Man, those were, I don't know, those.
Those were a little rough.
Yeah, but Kevin Butler. Bring it back around.
I mean, you had to get that racial diversity in your marketing campaign.
I
or-
guess.
happens.
We need
Politics.
we need a spokesman for Vita, and I volunteer as tribute. Seriously, I've got an agent call me.
I feel like Vita can be so much more than it actually is.
Mm-hmm.
What is a Vita?
Exactly.
Question of the day.
It's Sony's brand new handheld that they don't give a shit about. Seriously though, it's got a million great games, and what's really sad is they're bringing so many of the Vita games to the PS4, and that's like, I mean, it's good it's good and bad.
There are some games that is much better on a handheld than will be with
True.
a controller.
Right.
But I mean, it's like in a sense, Sony is saying these games deserve to be like, they don't deserve to be on Vita. They deserve a better system. Like they
Right.
deserve to be on PS4.
Wasn't there some
And-
pretty cool like
and-
functionality between the Vita and the PS4? Like,
Yeah, remote play.
Yeah.
Remote play is great. If you own a Vita and a PS4, you can play a PS4 game from anywhere that you're connected to decent enough Wi-Fi via your Vita. If it's a disc-based game, hope you have the disc in your PS4 before you leave home.
Right.
As for all of you digital downloaders out there, you can play anything.
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh, disc collection all the way.
No, man, I'm going digital now with next gen. I've got a few discs on PS4, but digital's the way to go. I'm ending that argument right now.
That's a topic. That's a topic in
Yeah,
itself.
we'll get into
Topic
that
for
a
another day.
different episode. But yeah, the remote play on the Vita is something that they're really pushing.
Right.
And there's stuff that they're still like, everything that they advertised for the PS4 when they, before launch and stuff like that, they're just now implementing. Like System Update 2.0 is going to finally implement the virtual controller share, kind of like in a sense where they said if you're playing a game and your buddy's online, you can have your buddy take control of your game and like help you through a really difficult part, or like
Oh, that's freaking.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
like say you get
That's
stuck on
awesome.
a level, but like I could be playing something, I'll get stuck and be like, oh Cole, can you help me out? So he jumps on his PS4. I don't know how it works yet because it's not released. I somehow give him control through his PS4. He'll take control of my game, play through the hard part, and then I'll take control right back.
And you get to like
That's
watch
freaking
me
cool.
do this.
Yeah,
right?
I assume. I mean, I don't know exactly how it works, but yeah, that's
That'd be
something
cool.
they touted before the PS4 even came out. But now, finally, how many system updates later, it's finally coming out. So
It's like Geek Squad PS4.
Yeah, I'm
edition.
gonna
Yeah.
make money off that. Hey, I'll beat your levels for you.
oh my gosh,
$10 each.
Yeah, it's PayPal.
$10.
For real. My PayPal account. That'd be so cool.
That would be really cool. I mean, hey, that could be something that
GCL podcast, beating your games for you.
one trophy at a time.
One
Since
trophy at a
2014.
time. Since 2014.
earning
2014.
earning your plats one trophy at a time.
Putting our name on your platinum trophies.
See, I feel like this is a different way of what is it called whenever you would like pay someone to mine gold for you in World of Warcraft or something like that? What is that called?
Oh shoot, I should know. I don't remember, but
Is it just like mining or something like that?
I don't know.
I know
forget.
exactly. There's a specific term that I can
Right.
think of.
But it's like all the little Asians that just sit there and mine gold
Yep.
for you, and then you just pay them
Mhm.
to get it.
I
I
did-
never played World of Warcraft. I just heard about it.
I did that a couple times.
Paid people to mine gold for you.
I mean, I paid a website and someone showed up and just gave me a shit ton of gold.
No way.
Yeah, no, they would. It was really weird how it works. I mean, I'm not proud of this, but
I mean, that's fine. I mean,
I was in a
we all pay
struggle.
money for games,
I would
one
just-
way or
I
another,
was in a financial struggle in the world of Warcraft.
and not
and-
the world of real life.
I needed, I was doing well at that point apparently, and there's like websites out there, and you just pay, and you give them your character info and what realm or what server you're on, and then they will like send you a email or whatever, say get on at this time, meet us here, look for whoever, like a NP or like
Like
a character.
confirmation.
Yeah,
like
look for
who's gonna do
look
the
for
transfer
this
and stuff.
character, and
Right.
and they do it different ways. They don't always just direct trade with you. Sometimes they'll leave it, or they'll mail it to you, or they do it different ways. But yeah, it's
Hack your account and then mine it for you.
Well, I don't know. I've been hacked several times too, but that's
Mm.
I don't know if that's related or not.
Oh.
But yeah, WoW hacking suck.
Most of the times I got hacked on RuneScape was because of my own stupidity, and I learned a lesson from it. So
Yeah.
Don't give out your password on the chat, kiddos.
Hey, look, it censors your password if you type it.
Oh,
Look,
yeah?
asterisk, 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 asterisk. Oh, that's cool. Types password. Why did that guy just log off? Oh, why am I being kicked off? Oh. Yeah.
Yep, should have changed your password faster.
Oops.
Yep.
Oh man, so we actually got to talk about Xbox this episode. Thank you, Justin,
No problem.
for owning an Xbox. Maybe next time we talk, you'll have a PS4 sitting on your shelf, and we can share a little bit about that.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Talk about Resogun.
Oh
and
man,
Last of Us.
yes. Seriously, just buy a PS4 for Resogun and The Last of Us.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
No.
Resogun is free.
It makes me mad that all like Destiny is like pushing the PS4 like hardcore. Like all like premium DLC that
Oh,
only
man.
PS4 people are gonna get.
Oh, I forgot that you were
Early
Destiny.
access and all that stuff. It makes me mad because usually I'm used to the Xbox getting all that stuff.
Yeah, well, suck it, Xbox.
Hey, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare is still getting all its premium stuff to Xbox first.
You
so-
obviously haven't listened to our past episodes. We don't care about Call of Duty here.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
try it out.
I mean, I bought Ghosts when I bought my PS4 just because it was next gen, but I was like, nope, can't do this.
I mean, I would just watch the multiplayer reveal today for Advanced Warfare, and all I could think to myself was, man, this looks like we're trying really hard to be Titanfall right now. So
Yeah, I was like, hey, Halo meets Call of Duty.
Well, hopefully they do a good job, and it is like Titanfall. Titanfall is as great as I think it is.
Titanfall's freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I love
so I mean, Call of Duty would be doing themselves a favor if they were like it.
Yeah.
it. But
Because
exactly.
they'll take the sales. Titanfall will be old news by then, because everyone's going to buy the new Call of Duty regardless.
right.
Right.
And it's good that they're finding new ways to change the formula. Like,
That's good.
I mean, then this is the first Call of Duty that's had a 3-year production cycle instead of a
Wow.
2-year one.
Really?
Which is, we'll see what happens. But
Now that's coming to last gen consoles as well.
I think so.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'm
do
pretty
you
sure
know
they are.
was it made for next gen and then scaled back?
I believe it was made for next gen and then scaled
Okay,
back.
see, that's good. I like that we're now getting into those waters where
Right.
things are being made for the next gen
Next gen is
games.
becoming less next gen
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and becoming more current gen.
games are now being developed for next gen or
Right.
current gen, I guess, and are being ported back to last gen. Instead of vice versa, like a lot of the launch games were, because it's not the same. It's like, yeah, we get up-resed and stuff. It looks prettier, but it's not a truly next-gen game.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're finally wading into those next-gen waters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, from Last of Us, I thought it was, even on PS3, was just remarkable.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Gosh. And then, like, they remastered. I feel like that was, they didn't have to do a whole lot, but watching a game that's more, I feel like if they would have made it for the PS4, they would have taken advantage of some other, features, or
Mhm.
like maybe added a little more beauty in the nature in this level, or
Yeah. I mean, one can only hope for a sequel.
Yeah.
One can only hope. I won't hold your breath, but I
Did
mean,
you hear that? That they said that they were. It would be basically dumb as like Naughty Dog as a company to not explore the possibility of a sequel. They did admit that.
Yeah,
Aren't they making a movie?
they are
Mhm.
making a
Last of
movie.
Us?
Yes,
Yeah.
Neil Druckmann,
So that's
the writer,
That's
is
got to happen first.
is writing the
Right.
script and the screenplay for that. So that's going to be a phenomenal movie. I have no
and
doubts about that.
They decided on Maisie Williams. to
Oh,
be
is that
Ellie.
confirmed?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome! I'm so excited about that.
sure that they confirmed Maisie Williams.
I saw that all over Twitter. Like, it's been in talks for a long, long time. Maisie Williams, if you guys don't know, is Arya Stark in Game of Thrones.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, do you watch Game of
Yeah.
Thrones?
Oh, yes.
Awesome!
Absolutely.
Awesome! Cole, you suck.
Still behind.
But yeah, Arya
Best TV
Stark,
show of all time.
which is a young, badass chick in Game of Thrones. Maisie Williams is going to be Ellie.
Mhm.
We assume, more likely than not, in Last of Us. I don't know. Have they even talked about a Joel?
Not that I know of.
Yeah, I don't
no,
think so.
I just heard she was the buzz. I guess someone interacted, like got them all connected on Twitter.
Mhm.
Ashley Johnson, Neil Druckmann, and her
Yeah.
on Twitter.
I think it
And
was a
they
Beyond listener.
all like, they all kind of like had a conversation on Twitter, and they're like, yeah, I'd be okay with this.
Yeah,
All three
like
of them
she
at the same
said.
time.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I'd be totally like I
wouldn't say no.
I wouldn't say no.
Right.
Yeah,
I couldn't say no.
So yeah, that's very, very cool. Just how Twitter and social media and just groups and
You
people.
decide.
Yeah, like I mean that was a Beyond listener. Like they tagged Game Over Greggy and then
Yeah.
because they've done that before. Like bringing Borderlands 2 to Vita was like, I think Greg Miller actually was like the first voice in doing that.
Look how that turned out.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's there and it works.
Yeah,
But
it was done.
Yeah, so it's awesome what a community can do. And I don't know, you guys want to hit a question before we wrap this up?
Sure.
All right, we got another question.
I was gonna say we could do the question or that topic that we mentioned earlier. If we just go ahead and kill it right now.
Hit me with a topic.
You want to do a topic?
We'll say. Well, I
Let's
mean, we got a million questions from Seth. I mean, shout out to Seth Babam. But you know, we'll be hearing from him for a long, long time.
I mean, I'd be interested in find out what Justin's take on digital versus disc.
Okay, yeah, we'll settle that right now. Because
okay.
Xbox, you get a lot of digital stuff,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Everything.
My impression, my prediction for this current generation was that we were going to get rid of disk drives. I thought that was a for sure thing that was going to happen. We're going to go all digital. We were already going that way on the 360 and PS3. I thought it was going to be a thing. Obviously not. The unfortunate part is that both consoles only come with 500 gigs of memory.
Yeah, I really think that's a downside. If I were smarter and had more cash at launch, I would have dropped some dough for
another hard drive.
terabyte hybrid drive.
Yeah,
I would plopped that in my PS4. I know many people that did. Greg Miller did.
Yeah, he did.
And I wish I could have. I will eventually. Honestly, I will.
Right.
Unless they come out with a terabyte or more that just makes it easier for me to buy a new one.
Right.
But having to download all that crap again, it's gonna suck.
Right.
But
I'm sure there's some way to transfer it over. Like,
I don't know if you can hardwire. I know you used to be able to, but you had to own both systems at the same time. Usually for me, it's like I'm going to trade this one in, upgrade, and then take this one home and stuff. So you were expecting all digital. So are you more of a digital guy?
I was excited for a digital future, but there's still always that satisfaction of having a large disc collection.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's
like it's almost like a sense of pride.
Yeah.
Like you can
like
see
a physical piece of something
Right.
that you can hold on to.
But-
That's where I'm at.
And I mean it's the same argument of like the e-readers and the books. Like
Yeah.
I like flipping through the pages as opposed to
But you could
pressing
have
the
a
button on the
million
Kindle.
books with you.
Exactly. But I don't know. It's strange.
Okay.
But
I say I would do disc because I imagine a future where I have a shelf of all my discs,
Yeah.
just kind of displayed in alphabetical order.
right.
You know, just kind of taking up a section of my wall.
And I can already tell that from your collection. Like you have a ton of 360 games.
Right.
But like I'm more of a digital side. At least when it counts. Because I've always been a person that trades in. To get my money back to put towards future purchases. So like my PS3 library like grew and shrunk and kind of accordioned as I was beating games or not touching games at all. And so I'm not much of a keeper. There are some though, like I've still got all my Naruto games. For some reason I will not get rid of those. I love those games too much.
I mean, I'm kind of a hoarder in general, so my accordion of collections, I guess, even through 360, whenever it was all my game, like I pretty much didn't have any digital games on my 360. It was like I had a bigger library than I ever like really cared for.
Yeah.
But there are some games where even if I didn't really have a good reason or a good attachment to them, that I still kept around.
Yeah.
Just because I was like, I don't want to get rid of it. I might play it.
Right.
I did that a long time. One of those games for me was Metal Gear Solid 4. I bought that game very, very, very early on with my PlayStation 3, and just I didn't get rid of it for the longest time. Even though I didn't touch it, I never beat it. I hardly ever played it, but I just kept it around. But I finally had like a fiscal like that was like, oh my god, I need this new game. I got to get rid of all this stuff.
I gotta watch all the hours of cutscenes in this game. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Right.
And just the loading screens in general.
Right.
Forget about it. But Yeah, I mean, with me, I'm more. I don't know. Lately, I've been buying stuff that I know I'm gonna really want to keep around and really put time and stuff into digitally. Disc stuff, I'll get like I'll play it, or I don't really know about it, and then maybe I'll trade it in.
Right.
Like Luckily Ghosts, and I've really been thinking about getting rid of Killzone because
Gotcha.
I didn't put a lot of into Killzone
For PS4.
Yeah, and now that Destiny's coming out,
I would
mean,
like to maybe try
Destiny
that.
is way better
If you
than
still have
Killzone.
it.
I'm sorry.
I mean, the issue is now, like nowadays, you don't even like the reason why the disc is in the drive at all is just to double check that you own the game.
The thing
Because
is,
you install it
Mhm.
and then it just runs from the hard drive.
Yeah.
While you're playing the game, the disc is literally doing
You're
nothing.
not saving yourself hard drive space, and that's what I thought at first. I
Right.
thought you were saving yourself hard drive space,
Nope.
but when you
Not one
install it, like you look on the back of the box, PS4, Xbox One, it's going to be like 30 up to 50 plus
Right.
gigs of hard drive space for if it's on the box or whether you just download it straight from the store.
Right.
So I was like, when that happened, I'm like, I mean, I guess I'll just download it.
Mhm.
So you're telling me that the storage space that it takes up with the disc is the exact same on digital?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, see, that's where I was.
I still really want that collection though. That's
Right?
pushing me.
Yeah.
Like that's.
And I mean,
that's
if you
the
buy it from
deciding
a store,
factor.
depending on your internet connection, buying it from a store could still save you time,
Mhm.
before playing the game.
Yeah, preloading now
Yes.
is a big
Yeah.
thing.
midnight release.
Right.
I mean, yeah, between
That's
midnight
the excitement I
release-
always got with Call of Duty.
Yeah,
And that's kind of why I want to start to do that again with Advanced Warfare.
Well, isn't it on PlayStation? Like nowadays, you can download it before, and they just won't let you play it.
There's a lot
until-
of games, that they're really pushing the day one digital, and you can preload them. I know the infamous DLC Second Light or First Light, sorry, Second Sun, First Light is preload. Like you can start to download it a couple of days in advance. And then it'll unlock for you to play on the release date. So I think stuff like that's really pushing digital. It being ready, you don't have to bring the disc home, put it in, install updates, or
Wait for the
install
line
it
and all
for
that stuff.
So digital is they're pushing that way, and I think what you said with optical drives out, I think maybe next gen might
I think it's
be
gonna happen.
either
I
that
think-
or an option. I see
Mhm.
maybe options coming before just no.
Well, I think options are going to come this generation. I think eventually
Ooh.
you're going to see
like a version
300
2.
yeah, $300, $250 versions of the consoles that don't have a disc drive.
Because
Mm.
that makes a lot of sense actually. I'm glad that you said that because
So if they did that, go ahead and finish your thought.
well, we saw the PlayStation and also the Xbox. They go through several iterations in one
Right.
generation. Like there were 3 different types of PlayStation 3s
Right.
before the PlayStation
Right.
4 finally came out. So
I mean, I'm looking forward to an Xbox One that doesn't look like a VCR.
yeah, it's so big. And it's just a box.
It's just a box.
God, the
I mean,
PS4 is really pretty.
I loved how the PS4 looks. That was one thing. Is like the PS4 is like it's so small and compact
Yeah.
and like engineered really really well. And like the
Them
Xbox
angles.
engineers were just like, here's a box and it's really
Yeah,
big.
and the vents and the way they cool it, like
Right.
it doesn't make hardly any sound, but the cooling and everything is still really, really good
Right.
with the look of it.
And I think Xbox was just scared about another Red Ring of Death
Yeah.
scenario.
I mean-
so I'm sure they went on the safe side and was like, we'll just make it big, make sure it cools down really well until we can engineer it to do.
Better safe than sorry.
Yeah,
and they've got more
exactly.
guts with the whole TV
Yeah.
integration
You
and
can't
the
argue
Kinect
that.
stuff.
Mhm.
So that makes sense. I'm sorry, Cole. What were you going to say before?
I
finished?
was gonna say, do you think if they did come out with those little low version consoles,
Yeah.
would they have an option to have an external like USB hookup disc drive?
I would imagine
Kind of
so.
like how the 360 did HD DVDs?
Yeah.
Possibly. Probably so that you... man, I don't know. I mean, that's rough because that might be a point where you, the consumer, has to make the choice. I've got all these discs. Do I upgrade and ditch the discs? Or, I mean, maybe...
Or do I spend
Well,
the
is-
difference
is-
on?
But that would be more tech and more stuff that the
Right.
companies have to put time and stuff into. When if they're just trying to make the transfer over, why would they go out of their way just for us to do it? Because we're
Well,
going to shell out cash either way.
Is it a hardware or a software thing where the console recognizes whether or not it's a PS4 or an Xbox One disc? Because if it's a software thing, then it doesn't matter.
Mhm.
But if it's a hardware issue, then
right.
Yeah, that's a.
they'd have to make like designated
Mhm.
drives.
Oh well, yeah. I think the company itself, would in that regard, would have to like Sony would make one for
Right.
PS4 V 2.0. You know, let's say it has no optical drive, 1.5 TB. Those are crossed fingers.
Cross your fingers.
Or oh man, but seriously, if you saw the PS3, they started at 60 gigs and 120 gigs,
Yeah.
and they were up to 500 and 250
Mhm.
before the PS3 died in the really really slim. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I can only imagine how much we can get out of PS4s by the end of its
Yeah.
life cycle.
Yeah, seriously.
10
though.
years
just
from now.
Just the way technology advances
Yeah.
and how quickly it's going.
I mean-
like, I know for a fact 500 gigs is not going to be enough space by
Oh,
probably
yeah.
even
No,
midlife
not-
through the cycle. I'm going to
No.
buy an external hard drive because they finally released support for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's based on how fast games are coming out and all the.
And just the fact the push for digital and the download space, the games are so much bigger now that they
Like,
look better.
Indie games are becoming easier to make. And
Yeah.
A lot better than they
Mhm.
ever have been, really.
Yeah. Yeah, and indies
So
don't
they're
take up a
gonna-
lot of space, but it's just the new games take up so much
Right.
space. Disc or regardless, I mean, either way, it's the same. But you look at the
Isn't The Last of
downloads,
Us a 50 gig download?
I'm pretty sure it's around that. It's just very, very big. Like, I've got that on my hard drive now. I've got Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls,
Oh.
Ultimate Evil Edition.
Nice.
Oh, you bought that for your PS4?
Mhm.
How was that?
It's not out yet. I pre-ordered it.
Oh, gotcha.
So that'll be coming on the 19th. I had it on PC.
Mhm.
Really fun. I never played Reaper of Souls, so I'm excited to get the expansion and do the 4-player co-op.
Mhm.
We'll be streaming that, by the way, so look forward to that. And so yeah, I'm super excited about getting on PS4. I heard that the PS3 version's incredible and really
Yeah.
easy to play. So a lot of upsides to that on PS4, so I'm looking forward to that. But I mean, I've got a lot of digital stuff, and like my PS4 is filling up like
Oh, really?
rapidly.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, does PS4 have an option for an external drive?
You know, I want to say yes, but I can't confirm.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I haven't really looked into it yet. What I would want to do would be the replace for like
Right.
a terabyte or bigger like hybrid drive, like half solid,
Yeah.
half like
Solid
writable.
state.
Yeah, like the hybrid drives are great and they're super energy efficient and stuff. And I know there's some out there that work specifically, well, not specifically, but work exactly with the PS4, like no problem. So that would be the route I would want to go. But the external hard drive might be a good something in the meantime.
I just wish the Xbox One even had the option for that. Like even like the 360, you had to buy a whatever the
Proprietary.
word is. Proprietary.
There we go.
Like drive that they had to
to
make.
snap.
Oh,
That's
on the
snapping.
top.
Yeah,
See,
snap on the top.
my
and
my
then
first
even
360.
the Slim had it like a version.
Yeah,
of
yeah,
that.
yeah. My first 360 was an arcade version with
Oh.
a 60, and I bought it. Yeah, which had like
Awkward.
what 250 gigs, 256 megabytes,
Mhm.
maybe like
Yeah,
512
the
megabytes, something like
card.
that.
The stupid
It-
little
yeah.
memory
Back when
card.
memory cards
Yeah.
were still a thing.
Yeah.
Gosh, I miss
Gosh,
memory cards.
back in the day. For real. Those like each memory card had its own memory on it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, like you
not
use
not
memory
like literally
cards for
speaking, but like
Right.
you
specific
associated
games
You're
and
like, okay, this is my 05 memory card. Or
yeah,
whatever.
it was like I'm gonna go over to my buddies and play like Tony Hawk, so I better bring my blue memory
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
Your blue SD card.
Yeah. or my regular black one, and yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but like my first 360 it was arcade with like no space, and I was like, why did they think that was a good idea? I bought the external hard drive
Because people wanted to play Viva Pinata, and that's it.
yeah, they wanted to play Xbox Live Arcade.
Well, it's called the Xbox like 360 Arcade.
Mhm.
You think you want to download arcade
Right.
titles.
Yeah.
Right? Who knows?
Whatever.
I mean, like, yeah, but I had that. That was my first one, and then like when I had to get my Slim because my first one crapped out, my brother actually he found a way to open it up and do like put my the external hard drives that they sold with the original 360s.
Mhm.
He took out like basically the motherboard. of
The
that thing.
the actual drive itself.
Yeah,
Excuse
he
me.
took that out and worked its way into the new Slim somehow. I don't.
Wow. That's smart. That's
Yeah.
I would
It
not
was
even
nice.
attempt that.
Yeah.
But
So I had all my stuff on it, but
Totally
then
worth
eventually,
voiding your warranty.
yeah. Then eventually, my Slim stopped reading my hard drive, so I lost all my games, and I put in like a 32 gig flash drives in the back, and formatted it, and that's
Ah.
just what I use now.
There you go.
So
Yay for flash drives.
Yeah, so like
Yay for huge
I've
flash
always had a
drives.
problem with running out of space. Like my phone is maxed out.
Oh yeah.
Like I could just imagine definitely having to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, that day's coming, and hopefully, I mean, we're gonna have different iterations of these consoles,
Oh, yeah.
and they'll up the hard drive. I mean, we all know it. We saw it at the start. 500. That's it. There's definitely a terabyte one coming, like 2 or 3 years down
Right.
the road. So, just gotta wait out for that, and digital disc. Let us know what you guys think. Are you digital? Are you making the swap now if you're next gen? Are you sticking with disc? Do you like that game collection? Are you over here with Cole, admiring his game collection and everything that he's played in the past?
The masterpiece. What would it be? What would it be called?
The tower.
Like the.
I don't know.
Library?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can say a
I mean,
library.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like a grand library.
Like I
of
see
games.
people. I see pictures of like their
Bookshelves.
old Nintendo,
Oh, God.
like
Those
their
cartridges.
original, like their
Oh, man.
Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just,
that'd be cool.
collection just stacked on top of
I'm
each
just
other.
I'm so far gone now that I just can't even bother.
Yeah.
But so let us know what you guys think in that regard. Disc versus digital at GCL Podcast. Let us know.
Justin, what's your final answer?
My final answer.
On your
I am preparing myself for a digital future, but until then, I'll probably still be buying discs.
Okay.
That's good.
I prefer digital, but I mean I buy disc when necessary.
When would you qualify as necessary?
I don't know, like some launch stuff. I mean, that's when I bought disc. I bought Destiny disc because special edition. I
Yeah.
wanted the
Okay.
nice. Goods in my fingers.
Yeah,
I want the nice stuff.
Yeah.
I just want the stuff, so I pre-ordered it. Otherwise, I would have gotten it digitally
Mhm.
just to
I,
have it on there. But that's why I got that. So in cases like that, special editions,
Yeah.
I want the stuff.
I worked the GameStop system back in the day. It was right before Halo 4 came out when Dishonored came
Oh,
out. Yeah, I bought the
Sam loves that game.
yeah, I bought the pre-owned version of Dishonored for $55 instead of $60.
Mm-hmm.
But if you return a pre-owned game within 7 days, you get all the money back and can
Did you
apply
just
it to any
fly
game.
through it?
I flew through the game in a day, just in time for the Halo 4 launch. Brought it back, turned it in, and the guy was like, "I see what you did there," and I was like, "Yeah, now give me a Halo 4."
Yeah.
Dang.
That's awesome. Touche.
Yeah.
Legit. So that's our disc versus
Surprise
digital
topic.
throwdown. Yeah,
I
surprise topic.
actually thought about that over the summer.
Interesting.
And it came up early. I was like, that'd be really good.
That was
I'm gonna-
good.
I'm going to throw that in.
I'm
Yeah.
glad we hashed that out. So
Yeah.
that's closing topic for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. It's been episode 10, game called Life, along with Cole and special guest Justin Anderson, and of course myself, Josh Brugolari. And so, like I said, connect with us on Twitter, as we always do, at GCL Podcast. I can be found at _Brookalary. Cole Penrice is at Cole Penrice. The missing link, Zach Pittman, is at ZachDrinks40s. And you can find Justin Anderson at JD_and.
Correct.
Because it makes sense.
Right.
So follow him in all his university adventures and gaming adventures. I don't know if he does any streaming of Titanfall and such, but
I should.
if he
You
does,
should.
which he should, catch his links over there on the Twitter sphere and keep up with us. Don't forget GCLpodcast.com is where you can also find these episodes at, and anything new we might be posting there. Trying to come up with some content for you all now that Cole's back. We've got a little bit of free time, so we'll be whipping up some good stuff for you guys. So
Yeah.
keep GCLpodcast.com on your radars. And
I was going to say, as far as upcoming content, the whole, what did I call it? Did I call it Cole's Collection?
Cole's Collection.
Cole's Collection, yeah. I'm going to have this checklist I'm going to be burning through. You guys can play along. The idea is that I'll let you guys know what I'll be playing. If you guys want to play along with us, you happen to get your hands on a copy of the game. Our first plan was Watch Dogs. I haven't gotten to play it yet since I got back. So probably next week will be our first one.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about Watch Dogs, really about what I think about it. And if you guys have any questions while you're playing, you can tweet them in, let us know. That's going to be the idea. I think there's all kinds of games on my list, like Metal Gear Solid. That series is going to be on it. Infamous is coming after Watch. Well, I'm going to finish Watch Dogs, finish The Last of Us Remastered. That'll probably be I might talk a little bit about that. And then after that, probably Infamous.
So a lot of these are going to be a little bit of backlog. People could have pick these up, PlayStation Plus, things
Yeah.
like that. So
Yeah.
stay tuned on that. We'll try to get some stuff up on the website, definitely on Twitter. So as long as you're connected with us there, you'll be good to go. Thank you so much for listening in. Like I said, just connect with us on Twitter. Hit us up, follow us. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you want us to talk about on future episodes. Questions are always welcome, and we love to play games with you all. And so when you see us playing, follow us on join our Twitch streams and such. And we're here for you guys. We love to connect with you. And that's been episode 10. So hope you enjoyed it. And we will be back in your earbuds again next week for episode 11. Hopefully have the whole crew. And maybe something special for you. We don't know. We'll see.
Stay tuned. Thanks for coming by, Justin.
Yeah, thank you very much for.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we had fun.
Hope to have you on again in the future.
Absolutely. I'd
Yeah,
love to.
give us an
You're,
update when you're back in town.
Part of the game called Life Family again, or now. I don't know why I said again.
Again.
Again from a second life.
Yes.
Again for the first time.
So that's been episode 10. Thank you guys so much. We'll catch you again next week. Peace.
Rad.
Aight, nigga.
We did it.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Oh man, it's good to be back.
I didn't even finish my drink. Not even drunk.
PS4 on. Oh.
PlayStation on.
PS4, don't monitor my activity.